Alright, so we got it all stenciled, cut, and we've got it mock set up here. This isn't a permanent setup. This is just, I'm trying to see fitment wise how things are fitting. My cut was pretty good. I'm gonna have to grind down a couple spots. So that's what's so time consuming about doing this stuff, is you gotta cut, test fit, grind, tack weld it, and you know, to get it nice and uniform. And one of the reasons too why I mocked it is I'm trying to get a different idea of how to mount this floor. And I slid this piece of angle iron here. It's not tacked in yet, and I think that I'm going to run that piece of angle iron across the whole side of this bed. And then what we'll do is we'll cut the floor out, and we'll sit the floor right on top of the angle iron. So it's also going to add stability to the sides, because that's one thing I noticed with the sides of these beds, is they're very flexy. There isn't many braces or anything holding them in place, and you know, these trucks get beat up, so you know, you back into the slightest little thing, it's gonna bend it out of shape. So originally I was gonna put some gussets from here to the floor, and then I said, you know what, this angle iron looks like it fits in there pretty perfect, and sure enough, it does. So it'll add stability to the sides of this. I still might add a gusset, maybe from here to here. I don't know yet. Like I said, I'm just trying to minimize the use of body filler or anything like that. So, but that's the biggest section I've done so far in this bed. I was gonna do it in pieces, but I was like, yeah, you know, let's try and do it in one piece. It came out pretty good. I'm happy with that. So, alright, so we're back with the shit show here. I ended up cutting out the floor, as you can see there, and it's this area seemed to be very challenging just because there's so many different pieces. As you can see how this one goes up, it's almost like a triangle. Then we got this piece here, it's not quite a rectangle. Then we got this piece here, then this piece here. So there's been a lot of cutting done on this side. This was probably the worst of it. And as I said before, the previous owner of this truck left a massive opening here. There's a plate that goes here so that you can access the back of the controls. That plate didn't have any kind of silicone around it, or a foam tape like you would use on your doors. So what would happen is the water would just leak into this box, and then it would work its way into here through this box or this hole here, and it would all accumulate. So this is the bottom of the box. It would all accumulate in here. So all this dirt and stuff is just going in there. So I probably took about 6 inches of dirt out of this box. So that's what caused that to deteriorate like that. It's I'm trying to make this thing sturdy as possible, because like I said before, with it sitting on its own weight, starting to distort, and I need to get it structurally sound, so when the guy comes to sandblast it, you know, it's not going to warp on us again or anything like that. We're not going to have any fitment issues. So once I get this done, she'll be ready to be sandblasted. And people are asking why I'm sandblasting it. It's I'm trying to get all the Bondo off of it. They used a lot, and I'll be here forever hacking at it. So it's just quicker to pay somebody $450 to come knock out these boxes. So stay tuned. So we're making pretty good progress. I finished all this today. Now we got our angle iron running across 72 inches. And I originally, when they did it, they didn't use angle iron all the way through. Certain things were left open, kind of like that. So we ran it straight across. And I'm also going to actually cut a piece out to go and butt up to that one, and what that'll do, it'll give the bedsides a little more stability, because these bedsides are very flimsy. You could actually move it with your hands. And so we are gonna lay out floor right across it. We're gonna do a 17-inch floor. I'm gonna weld it right to the angle iron there, and we're gonna go full 72 inches there. We're gonna butt it to this plate. I'm not gonna do anything with the rest of that floor. That floor is actually in pretty good shape. I will cut out that fender flare there. I don't find that this truck needs them, to be honest with you. It's just another thing to get mangled up if you end up getting a blowout. So right now I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna cut my piece, lay it down, and I think that's gonna be it for today. So that's the plate cut up, laying on top of the angle iron. So we're gonna run out beads all along here. We're gonna mate it to that all the way around. Originally, I was gonna run the floor straight to the bedside, but then after looking, we've got these holes right here, and those are our holes for our door hinges. So I wanted to keep it accessible in the event I got to take a door off and, you know, we snap a bolt or anything like that, we can access the nut on the back side. So yep, so you know, it's plans change. It's normal. You can see it'll mate nicely to that piece. It's a lot of work, man, a lot of work. So I think tomorrow we'll weld this bad boy on, get it nice and sealed, and then we'll throw the bedside on, and it's pretty much we're getting closer to finishing. Alright, so this box is almost done. We ground down all the welds, so all this was rebuilt. Back here, did about 8 feet of this bedside. Toolbox, the box that we did in the first episode. The only thing I'm waiting for is I had to special order a hinge from buyers, so that should be coming here this week, and then I'll fabricate a door for that. I've already got the material for the door, which is right over there by the big door. Yo.